Class 6 NCERT Supplementary Reader Lesson 1 A Tale of Two Birds. There once lived a bird and her two newborn babies in a forest. They had a nest in a tall, shady tree, and there the mother bird took care of her little ones day and night. So once there lived a bird with her two newborn, means just born babies. So they are baby birds in a forest. They lived in a tall, shady tree. There the mother bird took care of the little ones all of the day and night. One day there was a big storm. There was thunder, lightning and rain, and the wind blew down many trees. The tall tree in which the birds lived also came down. A big heavy branch hit the nest and killed the bird. Fortunately for the baby birds, the strong wind blew them away to the other side of the forest. One of them came down near a cave where a gang of robbers lived. The other landed outside the Rishi's ashram a little distance away. So one day there was a big storm in the forest with thunder, lightning and rain. It blew down many trees, and the storm hit the tall tree in which the birds also came down. A big heavy branch hit the nest and killed the mother bird. Luckily for the baby birds, the strong wind blew them away to the other sides of the forest. One landed on a cave where a gang of robbers lived, and another bird landed outside a Rishi's ashram. They were a little distances away, as you can see in this picture. Days passed and the baby birds became big birds. One day, the king of the country came to the forest to hunt. He saw a deer and rode after it. It ran deep into the forest, followed by the king. Soon the king lost his way and didn't know where he was. So days passed and the baby birds became big birds. So they were elder now. They were not babies. One day, the king of that particular country, came to the forest to hunt. He saw a deer and ran after it, but he lost his way after running after it. Soon he lost his way and he couldn't find out where he was. He rode on for a long time till he came to the other side of the forest. Very tired by now, he got off his horse and sat down under a tree that stood near a cave. Suddenly he heard a voice cry out, "Quick, hurry up! There's someone under the tree. Come and take his jewels and his horse. Hurry, or else he'll slip away." The king was amazed. He looked up and saw a big brown bird on the tree under which he was sitting. He also heard faint noises issuing from the cave. He quickly got on his horse and rode away as fast as he could. So the king ran for a long time in the forest until he was lost. And after that, he was so tired and he sat under a tree and he heard a voice crying out, "Quick, hurry up! Faster! There's someone under the tree. Let's steal his jewels and his horse, or else he will run away." The king was surprised and he looked up and saw a big brown bird. So the king was surprised and he looked up and he saw a large brown bird. There's big brown bird on the tree under where he was sitting. He got also faint noises from the cave. So he heard some noises coming from the cave. He got on to his horse and rode. Uh, So he got on his horse and rode away fast as he could. Soon he came to a clearing which looked like an ashram. It was the Rishi's ashram. The king tied his horse to a tree and sat down in its shade. Suddenly a gentle voice announced, "Welcome to the ashram, sir. Please go inside and rest. The Rishi will come back soon. There's some cold water in the pot. Please make yourself comfortable." The king looked up and saw a big brown bird in the tree. He was amazed. "This one looks like the other bird outside the cave," he said to himself loudly. So he came to our ashram after running away, and it was the Rishi's ashram. He tied his horse to a tree and went inside, and he heard a voice crying out, "Welcome to the ashram, sir. Please go inside and rest. The Rishi will come back to the ashram as soon. There's some cold water in the pot. Make yourself comfortable." The king looked up and he saw a big brown bird in the tree. He was surprised. "This one looks like the same as the outside of the cave," he said to himself loudly. "You are right, sir," answered the bird. "He is my brother, but he has made friends with robbers. He now talks as they do. He doesn't talk to me anymore." Just then the Rishi entered the ashram. So the bird said, "You are right, sir," said the bird. He is my brother, but he has made friends with the robbers. He now speaks as what they speak as well, and he does not speaks to me anymore." Then the Rishi entered the ashram. "Welcome, sir," he said to the king. "Please come inside and make yourselves at home. You look tired. Rest for a while, then you can share my food." So the Rishi said, "Welcome, sir," he said. "Please come inside and make yourselves at home. You look so tired. Rest a bit, then you can also share my food." The king told the Rishi the story of the two birds and how each had behaved so differently, though they looked so alike. "The forest is full of surprises," he said. So the Rishi told the king the story of the two birds and how each had behaved so differently to one of them, but they look so alike. "The forest is so full of so many surprises," said the Rishi. The holy man smiled and said, "After all, one is known by the company one keeps. That bird has always heard the talk of robbers. He imitates them and talks about robbing people. This is one has repeated what he always says. He welcomes people to the ashram. Now come inside and rest. I'll tell you more about this place and these birds." So the Rishi smiled and said, "After all, one is known by the company one keeps." So, and the bird has always heard the talk of robbers and he imitates them as well. This one has repeated to welcome whoever comes to the ashram, the people. Now come inside and rest. I'll tell you more about this forest and these birds. Thank you. Guys, if you like this video, like, share and comment how it was, and also subscribe my videos so I can upload more videos like this. Thank you.